The 3-11 Jets take on the 2-12 Jacksonville Jaguars. It should be a doozy. Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today I'll be previewing the New York Jets versus the Jacksonville Jaguars and how we're all a little sick for putting ourselves through watching this football game. Before we get started, just wanted to mention you can follow on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. If you haven't already, please make sure to check out the Just Jets podcast wherever it is you get your podcast. It could be right here on the YouTube channel. It could be on Spotify, Apple, all that fun stuff. We're everywhere. And of course, a word from our sponsor. These days, it could be hard to find and hire the right candidates for your small business. That's why LinkedIn Jobs made it easier to find the people you want to talk to faster. And guess what? It's for free. Create a free job post in minutes on LinkedIn Jobs to reach your network and beyond to the world's largest professional network of over 770 million people. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the candidates you want to talk to faster. Did you know every week nearly 40 million job seekers visit LinkedIn? Post your job for free at linkedin.com/MO. That is linkedin.com/MO. Terms and conditions may apply. The New York Jets, 3-11. The Jacksonville Jaguars, 2-12. You have the worst offense in football in the Jacksonville Jaguars. You have the worst defense in football in the New York Jets. What happens when these immovable objects meet? And oh, by the way, the offense of the Jets, not much better, 27. The defense of the Jags, not much better, 27. So who comes out on top here? It's not going to be a pretty one, but as we said, we're all a little sick, so we're going to sit through and watch. This should have been billed as a really exciting game, but unfortunately at this point, it's not. Zach Wilson, the number 2 pick in the draft versus Trevor Lawrence, the first overall pick. You would think, hey, this would be great. These two teams battle it out. And the NFL probably should have made this a Thursday night game early in the year when these teams weren't completely toast. But at this point, not too great. And ironically, I know Zach Wilson struggled. He's definitely had his ups and downs. Trevor Lawrence has looked worse. He has. In his last 7 games, he has 1 touchdown. Passing, rushing combined. 1 touchdown in the last 7 games. He is going through a brutal stretch of football. And no, I don't think Trevor Lawrence is a bust. I also don't think Zach Wilson's a bust. I just think these quarterbacks are in really bad situations and got to give it a little bit of time. Another big storyline from this game is COVID. The Jets have 15 people out with COVID. Elijah Moore, COVID positive. Elijah Vera Tucker, Michael Carter, and even head coach Robert Saleh. Yes, he is symptomatic, Robert Saleh, so he would need a negative test and to be symptomatic free in order to get back on the sidelines for Sunday. That's a tough ask, and obviously you want all these guys to feel better and, get over their COVID. Folu Fadakasi, John Franklin Myers, there are a lot of guys on this list. So Ron Middleton is going to step up and be the interim coach. He's a tight end coach, assistant coach. He doesn't have any head coaching experience at the college or NFL level. He was an assistant coach / tight end coach / special team coach for the Duke football team from 2008 to 2013. Then he went to Jacksonville, where he was an assistant from 2013 up until last year. And then Robert Saleh brought him over this year. So we'll see what he has. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see the Jets play without Saleh on the sideline. So we'll see how Middleton does as he gets his first opportunity, first crack at it. Hopefully they play well. So what do I expect from this game? Well, if I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars, my quarterback is really struggling, right? I would say, or I would take a look and say, this Jets defense seemingly can't stop the run. I have James Robinson, who my former coach, Urban Meyer, just didn't utilize for some reason. He has 4.7 yards per carry on the year, and for whatever reason, Urban Meyer just did not want to use him. In fact, he drafted Travis Etienne in the first round when you had James Robinson already. That's just dumb, very dumb. Don't even get me started on that. I'm gearing up for draft talk and positional value. Sorry, it's in my brain already because, well, it's December and we're Jet fans. That's what we have to look forward to right now. But I'm giving James Robinson the ball 20 times. He should go over 100 yards in his sleep. He's a great running back. The Jets defense has struggled against the run. I think it's going to be a major issue. Now, in a perfect world, these two guys, meaning the two quarterbacks, get into a shootout, but with how they've been playing and with how these teams are and what the supporting cast looks like, I don't necessarily think we see that. I think they put up some points, but I just don't think it's going to be like a 34-31 kind of game. Now, that would be fun, but I just don't think that's what it's going to be. So I'll give my predictions for both quarterbacks. Usually I do the Zach Wilson prediction or the quarterback prediction for the Jets before every game, but I'll do both because it seems fitting. So Wilson, I think, will have one of his better games. Why? Well, because it seems like anytime the fan base, and not all the fan base, but some of them get really down on this kid, he bounces back and has a really good game. For instance, Tennessee Titans game, the fourth game of the year. The first three, the Jets looked brutal, right? They looked really bad. They looked like they didn't belong offensively. They were atrocious, especially in Denver the week before. Come out, monster game. Now, he had a pretty good game against Miami last week. The week prior against the Saints, not so much. He's been a little bit streaky like most rookie quarterbacks are. So I think he'll put together a pretty good game. I think he goes 20 or 30. I don't think he's going to throw a ton. He only had 23 passing attempts last week. For 265 yards, which would be the second highest of his career. 297 is his highest right now. I'll call it 2 touchdowns, no picks. I think the no pick streak continues, which that is something to be excited about. His interception numbers have come way down, and he has 2 in his last 5 games, which is a positive. You want to look for those positive things when you have a young quarterback. So that with the performance like that, his yards per attempt would go up, his completion percentage would go up. So that would be one of his better games of the season. And I think it's an opportunity to build a little bit against a really poor defense. Lawrence, I think, will be okay. I think he breaks his touchdown-less streak. I'll put him at 21 of 34 for 215 yards, 1 touchdown, and a pick. I'll say, who gets the interception for the Jets? Let's call it Bryce Hall. He deserves one. He really does deserve one. So before I get into making my pick, win or loss, I think we should talk about why some Jet fans want the team to win versus why some want to lose. And I already did a video on this, but just for this audience, I have come to my decision on what I am rooting for to happen, and then I'll make my prediction. I would rather the Jets win this game and the team play well and use it as a building block for the young team. And the difference is that they are not tanking for a quarterback. You have a young staff that is the future here, where last year you was just waiting out Sam Darnold, Adam Gase, the whole coaching staff at that point. So things are a little bit different. I don't know if it's going to happen. I didn't predict a huge stat line, but I would love it in a perfect, like if this is a shootout game or if Zach Wilson goes like way off and has like 4 touchdowns or something like that, then I would be smiling ear to ear. That would make me extremely happy. I think the only thing that would be really bad is if they won like 9-6, and Zach Wilson had just like an awful day. Then that would be miserable because then you hurt your draft stock and the rookie quarterback didn't play well. So while, I would love Aiden Hutchinson or Kayvon Thibodeau, I'm using that as my consolation prize if they lose this game, not going in with the mindset of that they have to lose in order to get one of those games. Whatever happens. Like I said on the previous video, I'm kind of going numb and rooting for good performances, but at the end of the day, I don't think I'm going to be sitting there watching, hoping that the other team wins the game. I think I'm going to be rooting for the Jets. So that's where I am. I understand if you're on the other side. So let's get into my prediction. I don't think it's going to be a shootout. I think it'll be close, but I don't think it'll be a shootout. I'm going to go 23-20 Jets. And both rookie quarterbacks look okay against 2 really bad defenses. So my pick against the spread is Jets -1. I lost last week, so my record against the spread is 5-8-1. We'll go to Casey. Guess who she likes? Shocking. She went to the left, so that means that she is on the road team, the Jacksonville Jaguars. She won last week, so by picking the road team in every single game against the spread, Casey is 7-6-1. Go figure. The gambling dog got me. Frustrating when your own dog beats you at something you love doing. Oh well. That's going to do it for me in this video. Let me know in the comments below what your take is on this game, what your expectation, where you at, all that fun stuff. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate all the love and support. I'll catch you next time.